Listen, SB with the truth, it might pierce your mind. And JP hit you with reality on the time. The way to keep it all the way 100, it should be a crime. Sports, news, politics, on the show you will find. Conversation grown, opinions they not alone. Savannah be the home, they coming straight for your dome. It is what it is, gonna be what it's gonna be. You are rocking with the Sean Brown Show with JP.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are now tuned into the ride. It's the Sean Brown Show with JP. My homeboy Disgrace over here to my left, man. Sean Brown is under the weather today, so we are doing this thing duo style today, man. Disgrace, it's Friday, man. What's up, big fella?
Not too much, not too much. Just trying to take it easy. What you got going on?
Man, I ain't got nothing going on. It's hot. I'm working. I really want to go home and go to sleep right now. Honestly.
I'm surprised that he allowed us to both take over today, man.
Yeah, you know how he is, bro. You asked me before the show, he was like, man, you want to use the main mic? I was like, no. Like, he tuned in one time. I was using the main mic. You don't get off my mic, man. I was like, man, nobody use your Q-tip mic anyway, bro. Anyway, so it's Friday, man. A lot of things going on, bro. Man, big news in the world of entertainment and sports, big fella. So,
Which do you want to start off with? You want to start sports today?
Man, look, sports is my thing. I know more than most, but
True.
I think there's a bigger story out right now in entertainment right now involving Kathy Griffin and Kevin Hart.
Oh my goodness, yes. Kathy Griffin calls out Kevin Hart for not attacking Trump. This is a direct article out of Fox News this morning, and I had to have a laugh about it. Let me read directly from them. Anti-Trump comedian Kathy Griffin banned fellow comic Kevin Hart for a P-word comment, basically, for not attacking President Trump during his shows, despite being a black man. Griffin, who's still trying to recover following the controversy of over a picture of her holding Trump's beheaded head.
Right. Decapitated.
Yeah, excuse me.
That's correct. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Vocabulary words today.
George education coming through.
So what happened?
So the comment was, I personally think that's a move because he's a black man, but I guess he's selling more tickets than I ever will. Quote Kathy Griffin on that.
Which is very true.
Yeah.
Even though Kathy Griffin is very, very funny. She is very, very funny, but she really, really tips that line of, she's that kind of comedian. She toes the line of appropriate and inappropriate very, very, very carefully. She's on the edge of career suicide, but then on the other side, she's on the edge of career success because she's funny like that. But when you're attacking probably the hottest comedian out right now, and honestly, that status right there is actually going down. Man, it just sounded like I did.
Is there a frog in here?
I don't know. That didn't sound like a frog to me. But anyway, Jay Farrell from Saturday Night Live is getting up there quickly. So I think Kevin Hart might need to get on his game, though, but I think he's got more to worry about Kathy Griffin right now.
I don't think that's anything to worry about. I mean, she's, like you were saying, it's been career suicide for her ever since the beheading thing.
Yeah.
Really, as actors, performers, doesn't matter, man. We really should just keep our hats out of politics. If you've got an opinion, state it politely and just move on.
Yeah, but you know how hard that is for celebrities, man. Some celebrities think they just got the voice, their status and their title. I'm such and such, so I can say what I want. Nah, not the case. Not the case, man. You got to be very careful about here, moving about the country, what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So, I mean, big ups to Kathy Griffin for speaking her mind, but be very careful what you say. That thing will backfire, and what did they say? Karma's a. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So be very careful out there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a nice response from Kevin Hart on this whole thing. Haven't seen really too much from his side. I'm pretty sure he's going to take the high road at the end of the day, though.
If I were him, I would. I've got too much to lose right now.
Right.
If I want to go that route and try to retort or respond, I have to be very careful in what I say. So,
Too right.
Yeah, 5 minutes past the hour, man. It's the Sean Brown Show with JP on WQTS. We are tuned in. It's Friday. It's the weekend. Man, I'm sitting here looking at sports right now, and the first thing I could think about is the U.S. Open, bro.
Ooh,
Did you catch any of it yesterday? First round was yesterday.
No, sorry, I've been busy. Let us know what's going on.
Man, Tiger is doing awful.
Oh no,
Awful. I think he's 7 over. He shot a 7 over 72 yesterday.
ouch.
Yeah, 1 under par right now is the lead. Well, as of last night, 1 under par is the lead, but tournament is resuming as we speak. So, yeah, that's bad, man. Coming off of playing so well, and then you go to your, I think, second major since you came back, and ooh.
Man, his wifey messed him up.
His wifey ain't man. Listen, this is why you stay out of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Man, the media will kill you, and not think anything about it. So, yeah, Donald Pearson, we see you, man, big fella. What's going on, bro? Share the video. Hey, if you're tuning in on Facebook right now, share the video. Tell everybody we are on the air. You can catch us on Facebook Live, YouTube, speakingthemic.com, WQTS Digital Broadcast. What else is there? The TuneIn app? I don't know. What else is there? Am I missing something?
I think you about
Was
covered.
that 5?
Sounds like it.
If I don't get 5, Sean's going to kill me. I need 5.
If we're missing one, I promise we'll post it in the chat later on.
That is correct. All right, so it's 6.5 minutes after the hour, man. We come back. We're going to talk about Savannah Bananas baseball. They're in action tonight at home. DJ's Disgrace on the 1s and 2s, man. Let's go, man. We'll be back talking more sports in a minute.
Yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up. CBT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang us in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cuz homies, thug homies, yeah, they giving it up. Low lie, yo lie, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for show. Slip my girl a 44 when she crept in the back door. Chickens looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Step up in this mother, just a swank in my hair. Trick, quick talking, crip walk if you down with the set. Take a bullet with some grip and take the smoke on this jet. Out of town, put it down for the father of rap. And if you happen to get cracked, trick, shut your trap. Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the S, you be relieving your stress. Da 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 da, it's the one and only Digo Double G. Da 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 da, you know I'm mobbing with the D.O.E. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Da 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 da, it's the one and only Digo Double G. Digo Double G, Digo Double, Digo Double, Digo Double, Digo Double, Digo Double. Hold up.
We're back live right here on a Friday. It's the Sean Brown Show with JP. I am your boy JP. Disgrace to my left as usual, man. Sean, again, is under the weather, man. Prayers up for my boy. Hopefully he'll get better because he's got things to do tonight, sir.
Yes, sir.
Big things to do tonight, sir. You want to elaborate on what he's got to do tonight, sir?
He sounds like Sean Brown's going to be at the Savannah Bananas game tonight.
Hey! Absolutely, man. The Bananas are back in action tonight. Mario bouncing on a mushroom cloud. That's crazy. Shout out Donald Pearson. Appreciate the input. But the Bananas are in action tonight at historic Grayson Stadium at home once again, man. Look, this is an experience. We got rained out Wednesday. Man, kind of upset about that, man, because, I was going to make my little color commentary debut on Wednesday, and we got rained out. But they are going to be in the building tonight. Who are they playing? I don't know. I didn't get briefed on this.
No, unfortunately, I didn't get briefed either. But they'll be here tonight.
But they will be there. Disgrace will be in the plaza on the ones and twos pregame, and the Bananas pregame show with PO Team 6 tonight. Did he just send it?
We just got a nice little message from Sean Brown saying that we are in his dreams. I love it.
Wait a minute. What? I don't know how I want to take that. I don't know.
Oh man, when you go to the hospital and they give you some fun medicines, it definitely leaves.
Yes, and big fella. The medicines are much needed sometimes, big fella. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Bananas are in action tonight, man. 7 o'clock first, 7:05 first pitch, I believe.
Yes, sir.
7:05 first pitch, man. Take your family out there, get the kids out there. Great food, great entertainment. The Bananas have brought baseball back. Yeah, Z-Trip. Pause.
Right.
Absolutely. The Bananas have brought entertaining baseball back to the city of Savannah. And honestly, I'm going to hit the Savannahs a little later because a friend of mine had a little opinion about Savannah Bananas baseball that I want to delve into and get your opinion later on. But
okay,
since we're on the topic of sports, we're going to go to NBA really, really quick. And Kevin Durant is being attacked right now.
Ooh, yes, he is.
Attacked, like, in a major way. What the devil is going on? So, I believe Cleveland Browns star Myles Garrett, he attacks Kevin Durant saying that the Warriors star rode somebody's coattails.
Oh, he's riding the team's coattails.
Coattails. So
Steph Curry,
Yeah, so Myles Garrett said that Golden State Warriors forward Kevin Durant broke the NBA when he signed with the already star-studded Golden State Warriors in 2016. Mary Kay Cabot of Cleveland.com passed along comments Garrett made on 92.3 The Fan about Durant after the Warriors captured their third championship in the past 4 years by sweeping the Cleveland Cavaliers, which I'm so happy about. But anyway,
get off my team, man.
Yeah, man, listen. So he said, Durant said, and I quote, if I were him, I would. Oh, I'm sorry, not Durant. Myles Garrett said, if I were him, I wouldn't have made a move like that in the first place. Me, I'm too competitive to try and ride on somebody's coattails to get a W. But for him, you might as well stay at the spot you're at now. There's no point in leaving since you're already taking that moniker where he's been called the snake and cupcake and all of that. You might as well stay and just keep on winning.
Boy.
End quote.
Boy.
I can understand if you were on a team that was winning in the NFL. No offense. I know you're a Browns fan, but you guys are terrible.
Yep. No offense taken. I know.
And I'm thinking if Myles Garrett would have got a contract from, let's say, the Pittsburgh Steelers or the New England Patriots or any kind of team that's a perennial playoff Super Bowl team, I think you would take it.
Right.
Unless you just want to be the Cleveland hero, which you'll never be because of a man named LeBron James, unless you bring the Browns a Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, so Myles Garrett, work on bringing the Browns a Super Bowl before you try to get on somebody who already has 2 rings.
Right.
Is that dummy of the day caliber right there? Is it?
What the hell was that?
Could that be dummy of the day, or you're just looking at me like
I have no idea.
I mean, I could, but that's what I'm saying. If you're on a winning team like the counterpart you're talking about, then yeah, you might have some room to talk because you know how to win. But when you haven't won 10 games in the past 10 years.
Yeah, that was kind of my point when I was reading the story.
Yeah, so I mean, what rule do you have to talk?
If you're not leading from the front, like
you're looking from the back.
Yeah,
exactly.
Captain Hindsight coming in.
Yo, caboose head. So anyway, so Myles Garrett, man, stay in your place, man. If you're watching the show, man, we love you, man. You know, let me hold $20 or something, man. You know, you got it. It ain't gonna hurt you or nothing, but still. You know,
Oh man,
Kevin Durant has rings. You have none.
I'm good on the 20, but I definitely would love to sit down and talk to him about this.
Yeah, man, I definitely would, man, because I want to see his mindset coming in, thinking, what position are you in to sit there and attack Kevin Durant? And whose coattails is he riding? He's a 2-time Finals MVP.
Right.
Whose coattails are you riding? I mean, for you to get MVP, that means you have to be either A, the best player in the series, or, and I mean, 43 points in Game 3.
Yeah, you don't accidentally make 43 points.
Exactly.
You don't accidentally go for the MVP.
You don't accidentally shoot 2 threes in LeBron's face in 2 separate years to a champion. Come on, man. God, Myles Garrett, idiot. Anyway, whatever. Moving on.
So, good question in sports news as well is, where is LeBron going?
Man, that's the question. That's the $24,000 question.
Easily.
I have my opinions on where he should go, but nobody really sees it from my aspect.
Opinions versus where you think he might go.
Where do I think he's going to go?
Mm-hmm.
For one, the possibility of him staying in Cleveland is still there.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't want him to go to Houston. I discussed that Monday. Don't want him to go to Houston. Philly could be a good spot for him. Don't go to Golden State. That makes you a
that would be
complete,
too much.
Yeah,
Golden State
that would make
the
you
Yankees in a way at that point.
right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm thinking Kevin Durant hopes LeBron comes to Golden State because then all the pressure of him saying, "Oh, you joined the team that was already stacked," blah blah blah. All of that talk will go away from him and go to LeBron James.
Yeah.
But Philly really, honestly, is the best fit for him right now. Honestly. But if it was me, I would stay in Cleveland and reset all over again. Just start selling players, contracts, start over again. This is what Philly did. Before Joel Embiid came in, before Ben Simmons came in, they were bottom of the barrel team. Philly was nowhere near the playoff race. They sold a lot of their contracts off and traded for draft picks and things like that and started over. Now they have a nucleus that obviously we can see is successful because they made the Eastern Conference semifinals this year. But, yeah, sell some of these people so you can get LeBron James and build a team around LeBron James. If I could see LeBron James, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, J.J. Redick, and let's say Covington, that's a nice little nucleus right there. I can work with that. And I think LeBron can too because he's got definite scores around him. He's got a shooter in J.J. Redick. He's got a shooter in Covington. He's got a slasher in Ben Simmons. He's got somebody like Embiid in the post, footwork, knows how to operate down there. And then he could just do what he does. It doesn't necessarily have to be about it. If he goes to Philly, he won't have to score 48 to 50 points. I'll tell you that much.
Right.
He won't have to do that because he's got scores. And then their bench is good. Don't ask me to name nobody off the bench right now, but their bench is good. So it's got to be somebody that he's going to be comfortable being there, and then the nucleus and everything has got to fall into place.
Right.
Because Cleveland right now is, unless they reset and get everybody completely different, because they could sell a bunch of contracts and then go after Kawhi. Paul George is a free agent. They could go after Draymond Green said he's not re-signing. He said he wants a max contract somewhere, which he's not going to get. But Jared Wells says he's getting too old for the restart. But
there's a point there. There's a point. But he could lead by example. He could definitely help bring his team up more.
And this is what I'm saying. If LeBron had won the championship this year, we would be more susceptible to say, okay, he may be the greatest player of all time because of look at what he had.
Mm-hmm.
So if he goes to a team that is not stacked like Golden State, stacked like Houston, it's not a perennial powerhouse team, and then he leads them to a successful season, like a finals appearance. If he leads Philly to the finals, that's why I said he needs to go somewhere that has absolutely nothing.
Right.
And then people have no other choice but to say, LeBron James took y'all here. Because, I mean, he had Kevin Love in Cleveland, so Kevin Love had something to do with it. But I don't know. It's wishy-washy. There's a whole bunch of teams in the loop right now for LeBron James, and these teams that got the money under this little salary cap and luxury tax, there's a lot of options out there.
Yeah.
LeBron, Kawhi, Paul George. Thinking of some other ones. Like I said, Draymond Green doesn't want to re-sign. He wants to try to get a max contract. But, you know, Donald Pearson says he's always comfortable anywhere. He makes other stars uncomfortable.
Truth. I'll agree with that all day.
Well, yeah, I agree with that too. But on the other end, do you think LeBron James was really comfortable in Cleveland when he came back, seeing what was going on with Dan Gilbert? The whole letter thing, the first time he left, you know, Dan Gilbert was mouthing off. He was dogging him, and people ripping down his billboards and burning jerseys the first time he left. So
he took the challenge. I mean, he knew what he was getting into coming back to Cleveland, and we're glad as Cleveland fans that he came back.
Right.
But now we need to see the whole team come up, and that's a big thing. And I really do believe that LeBron has the education, the experience, and everything to bring that team up. But I don't know, man. I just don't see the motivation in the team itself.
Right.
And it goes right back to that comment right there.
Donald's comment.
Yeah, to Donald's comment there. The rest of the team is just looking at it, well, LeBron's going to win the game. He's going to take it, and all we got to do is fill the spots.
Well, I mean, that's what we're used to seeing, right? We're used to seeing teams where the only time we didn't see that was when he was in Miami, because Miami had a nucleus behind him. And he even said when he came to Miami, he was like, look, I'm coming to Miami to help. This is Dwayne Wade's team. I'm coming to help. And that's exactly what he did. I mean, you never really, when he was in Miami, you never really heard LeBron. You heard LeBron, Wade, Bosh, Ray Allen, Mike Miller, Birdman. You heard all of these names, and it fit. Dwayne Wade and LeBron James were a legitimate Batman and Robin duo when they were in Miami. I can remember watching a game one time where Dwayne Wade got a rebound 90 feet from the other side of the court and threw a pass. Didn't even touch the floor. Just a football pass. Wham. And LeBron's right there to catch it. Layup. I don't know many other duos in the NBA that can do that.
That's true.
That's got chemistry like that. It's just that LeBron James doesn't have chemistry with anybody in Cleveland, and he can't trust anybody to shoot the ball, and I've mentioned this before. So, I mean.
That's sad. That would probably get
really
me to
sad.
leave, honestly.
It's really sad. And honestly, to see that they got as far as they did with no chemistry on the team it's to be noted, but you're not going to be successful with no chemistry on your team. Donald Peterson said, and Wade had a personal meeting and told him it was his team.
Really?
I don't know. The last LeBron interview I saw, he said it was Wade's team, but I don't know. I'm just a broadcast journalist. I might be wrong. 22 minutes after the hour, man. It's the Sean Brown Show with JP. Once again, your boy JP in the building. Disgrace to my left, man. Prayers up once again for my boy Sean, man. Under the weather, laying down as we speak. Probably listening to the show with steam coming out his ears. But we got you, big fella, man. When we come back, we talking more sports, more entertainment, maybe get into a little bit of politics. DJ Disgrace, take us out, man. We'll be right back. Sean Brown Show with JP, man. We in the building, man. When we come back, just an update. We're going to be halfway through the show. When we come back, we're updating MLB scores, and we got some drama on the track and field side of sports, man. We'll be right back. DJ Disgrace taking us to the 30 spot, man. We'll be right back.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shore cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, oh we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The party's underway, party's underway. So it feels so good in my hood.
We are back in the building, man, live from Savannah, Georgia. Overcast yet hot Savannah, Georgia. I don't understand how you overcast and hot. Doesn't the clouds supposed to cover up the sun? Isn't that what overcast is? But yeah, we sitting here, we live, man. JP in the building, man. DJ Disgrace on my left. Man, you spinning today, bro.
Hey, appreciate it.
Did you eat your Wheaties this morning? You spinning today, bro.
Got that Red Bull getting through me today.
Oh,
got that energy.
Lord, not that Red Bull. Lord. I tell you, heart racing like Jackie Joyner Kersey got there. But anyway, yeah, we in here. It's Friday. We tripping. So Sean Brown's not here. He's under the weather, man. Like I said, prayers up to him. Hopefully he'll be feeling better. a lot going on. We need to talk MLB now, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, a lot went on in Major League Baseball yesterday. A lot of games going on. We're going to recap these for June 14th, 2018. And here we go. So the Giants beat the Marlins in Miami 6-3. Well, what can you say about the Marlins that hasn't already been said about Afghanistan?
Oh, my
It's
God.
bombed out and depleted. Am I going to get in trouble for that?
I hope not. Goodness.
The Phillies beat the Rockies at home 9-3. Big win for the Phillies, man. They are 35-31, 22-12 at home. Big win for them. The Tigers without Cabrera showing signs of not missing him all that much, if that's what you want to say.
Right.
They win at home 3-1 over the Minnesota Twins. They are 33-37 on the season right now. Your Cleveland Indians, I would call your real first name, but I'm not going to do that. Cleveland beats the Chicago White Sox 5-2 in Chicago. The Cleveland Indians right now are 36-31, 16-20 away from the crib. Y'all need to change that.
Yeah, right.
Y'all need to get better at away from home, bro.
I think the team as a whole is getting better. I think we're just lacking a little bit in pitching right now.
Yeah, I used to say that about my Yankees, man. We'll get to them in a minute. The Houston Astros went into Oakland and demolished the Oakland Athletics. I saw that game live, actually, while I was having lunch. 7-3, 7 runs on 13 hits, no errors. The Athletics, 2 errors on the game, killed them because those errors turned into scored runs for the Houston Astros. Yeah, it was bad. Throwing errors to first, can't turn double plays, things like that. Things like that kind of killed them. But they lose the game 7-3 to the Astros. The Astros, 45-25 on the season, man. We really need them to slow down because my Yankees keep winning. Segue, like, come on. Yankees beat the Rays 4-3 in the Bronx, man. The Yankees 44-20 right now, 24-10 at the crib. That's how you do it. You lose 10 games at the crib, you're 24-10 at the house, man. Come on. That's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to be above 500 all the time at the house. Every time.
It should be.
Yeah, those are your pots and pans you cooking with.
Right.
Man. You need to be above 500 at the house. You know more about your house than anybody else does. You need to be above 500. They win 43. Jermaine gets the win for the Yankees. Brendan Snell gets the loss. Aroldis Chapman, of course, does what he does with his 19th save of the year. Going on to other scores, the Atlanta Braves beat the Padres 4-2 in Atlanta. Sanchez with the win. Vizcaino gets the save, his 13th save of the season for Atlanta. Atlanta now is currently 40-28, 19-12 at home. Yeah, you're above 500, but you could be better. Whatever. Bad news for Sean. If things didn't get bad enough, it just got worse. The Diamondbacks go in and beat the Mets in Arizona, 6-3. 6 runs on 8 hits, no errors for the Diamondbacks. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Mets. Vargas takes the loss for the Mets, man. Oh, boy. Yeah. We're going to hear about this Monday.
I'm sure. We're going to hear about this whole show Monday. The Sean Brown show gets taken over by minions,
That is correct. That is correct. So, in the last game of the day, the Red Sox, who I needed to lose this game, they went into Seattle and won 2-1. Whatever. David Price gets the win. Craig Kimbrell, former Atlanta Brave, gets the save. 22 saves on the year for Craig Kimbrell. The Red Sox, 2 runs on 9 hits, no errors. The Mariners, 1 run on 6 hits. Man, I really hate the Red Sox. Dude.
I know you do, but
I really hate them right now.
I'm starting to appreciate that I keep seeing surprises from them.
Meaning?
Like every time I look at my phone, I get my little sports updates and things like that. It seems like the Red Sox keep popping up in there, and I'm like, man.
This is kind of the thing that Red Sox and Yankees fans have been waiting for because the past couple of years it's always been a runaway for either team. And it's been more them than us in these past few years because we've been rebuilding, and now we're at a point where we've rebuilt to where we actually have a team now.
Yeah.
So this is going to be Red Sox a game up, then the next week Yankees are half a game up, and back and forth until
that's
we get
baseball.
to that's what we want. Just like I said about the finals, man, we want close games. We don't want blowouts. So
right.
That's Major League Baseball today. Same game is going on today that happened yesterday. Mid-series Friday on the 15th.
Okay.
Yeah. So big things popping, little things stopping. But to stay on the sports trail. A lot of stuff going on in track and field, man.
Yes, this is
listen. You don't hear much about track and field. You don't hear much about it at all. So the headline says, parents petition for policy change after transgender athletes dominate at high school track meet.
This is a tough one to talk about. So many people that could take this whole story the wrong way.
Wrong way and flip it. So Connecticut students and parents are calling for a rule change after transgender teens dominate a high school state track and field competition. One specific, Terry Miller, who was born a male but identifies as a female, came in first place twice during the June 4th meet, running the 100-meter dash in 11.72 seconds and the 200-meter dash in 24.17 seconds. Another male to female transgender athlete, Andrea Yearwood, I believe I got her name right. Andrea? Yes.
Yeah,
she
Andrea.
finished second place in the 100-meter event. Where's the line supposed to be drawn here? I mean, you can't say, oh, well, you can't participate because you're a boy, but you look like a girl, or you can't participate because you're a girl and you look like a boy. Then that would be, discrimination, and then you'd have a lawsuit and blah, blah, blah. But in a sense, this kind of isn't fair when you have a born boy racing against born girls.
It's a little tough, but this is where the old school construction in sports is kind of biting us here in 2018 because we have like men's this and women's that. We've gone back and forth between the two, but you have now this entire demographic of people that have stepped up and said, hey, we want to play too.
Right.
So you look at all the officials, parents, teachers, everybody as well, and everyone's like, well, like, how do you call this one?
Right.
He identifies as her. She identifies as him. Do we let them go with what they identify as, or do we let them go with what they physically test out as? So it's really tough, and I see both sides of the argument. If I had a child who made that decision, I definitely wouldn't want them to be discriminated against because of gender issues, but at the same time, I definitely don't want parents coming at me saying
it ain't fair.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So the one parent that came up and said something, Bianca Stanescu, I believe, her daughter, Selena Soleil, finished in 6th place in the 100-meter race. She is the one circulating the petition calling on the Connecticut Interscholastic Athletic Conference, which is the CAIC, to change its gender policy. I don't really know an answer to this. I mean, it goes on to say Sinestro wants the CIAC to only allow male to female transgender athletes to compete with girls if they undergo testosterone suppression treatment and wait a certain period of time, which is that could be a solution, but
like I said, it's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
It's really hard to make this call because you want to be fair to every side in this whole thing.
Yeah, she went on to Fox Friends and said it's created an uneven playing field recently since it's known biologically male athletes versus female athletes are different, which she does have a point. She said her daughter is upset not because she came in 6th, but because the current CIAC gender identity policy creates a lopsided competition. And that's true.
It does. There is an imbalance here, and we've got to come up with some kind of a solution.
Well, what if they see an easy solution would be, okay, let's have the track and field meets for boys and track and field meets for girls, and then let's have a separate track and field meet for intergenders. That would be the easy way to go, but
well, that would be an
it
easy
depends
way
on
to
how
go.
many intergenders you have. Like if one school has one intergender person, I mean,
But
who would they compete against?
Here's a new way to look at it, too. How about why not classify people within time brackets, kind of like they do in drag racing? Doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl at that point. If you guys are all running similar brackets, then you guys go all out race against each other.
Right.
Genderism is then
depending on your skill level, I guess.
Yeah. So if you're running this time in the 800 and other people are within like a half second to a second of your time, that's the people you're going to be competing against.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah. At that point, doesn't matter who you identify as long as you identify as an athlete.
Donald Pearson says testosterone in men is so much higher that it gives an edge to men. That's why it's illegal to pump testosterone as a pro athlete.
And that's true.
That's very true.
That's true.
That is very, very true. You makes a very good point. So, man, we got a lot of people on here going in. Jennifer Ullman says let them go with what they were born with. What they get the sex change, then they can play on the other team.
It still leaves those advantages, though. There's still a main structural difference between men and women, and I can see where you're going with that one. But at the same time, you've got 6'2", 240-pound guy who's just been killing it, and now he's coming in identifying as a woman,
right?
Going against much smaller athletes that don't have the stride or ability that he has. It's just going to be lopsided.
Yeah, very, very true.
And that's why I support the whole bracketing instead of gender division in sports.
Jennifer Owens says that's a good idea, and I agree with you. That is a good idea. But then Donald comes back and says, "But hey, girls can join the Boy Scouts."
Yeah, I mean, they can, but
but that's not athletic competition. It is, but then again, it's not.
And that's a whole conversation that still has me scratching my head a little bit, because I could have sworn we already had solutions for that, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Right.
But that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
All right. There's Donald Pierce's comment, if you guys want to look right here on Facebook. It's 41 minutes after the top of the hour, man. We are live right here on the Sean Brown Show with JP, man. JP in the building, disgrace to my left. We are here in Savannah, Georgia, man. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday if you replay it and want to hear it again. Sundays on Facebook, everywhere. Man, watch the show. Share the video. SpeakingTheMic.com, YouTube, Facebook. What is it? The TuneIn app? WQTS Digital Broadcast. We in the building, man. DJ Disgrace is going to take us out. When we come back, we got more issues. We got more topics to discuss. Yeah, he's got more issues than I do. But, yeah, 42 after the hour, man. We'll be right back. It's the Sean Brown Show. WQTS Digital Broadcast is the Sean Brown Show with JP live in Savannah, Georgia. JP in the building, standing in for my boy Sean right now, who's under the weather. Hopefully he gets better, man. It's Friday. I'd hate to go through the weekend sick. That sucks.
Right?
That's horrible. Disgrace on my left, man. We're in the building, man. Thank you, everybody who's tuning in to Facebook Live, YouTube, all of our social media outlets, speakingthemic.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man, on this Friday. We are just trying to get through this hour because then after that, we got 2 days off. Then we can reset. Well, they reset better than me because I'm lazy. But you see, I'm sitting over here sipping iced coffee trying to stay awake. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But we got to hit politics before we go.
Yep.
We got to. You know, we got to talk about President Dump. That's the name, isn't it?
I love everybody's names for our president. I think it's great.
President Dump. Whatever. All right. Anyway, so according to the article, President Trump announced Friday that the United States will implement a 25% tariff on $50 billion of goods. And if China retaliates, the U.S. will strike back with more tariffs.
Yeah, according to a press release from the White House, the tariffs will be applied to $50 billion worth of goods with industry-significant technologies, including goods related to China's Made in China 2025 strategic plan to dominate the emerging high-technology industries that will
Those
drive
breaths are killer, boy.
blah, blah. Yeah, dude, this trade war that's going back and forth, man, this is very interesting to actually see our Cheeto.
That's a good one.
Yes, President Cheeto is going to implement these tariffs, but I am glad to see a leader here in the country that actually is trying to get us ahead of the trade game and not get us further underneath. Not the biggest Trump fan on this side either, but at the same time, I can give respect where it's due. You know?
Right, exactly.
And then on top of with this news coming directly from Trump, we also have him making plans to meet up with Vladimir Putin.
Really?
Yes. So we all know that he's had little meetings here and there in the news, but this time is actually he's trying to put together a summit meeting. So this is going to be another meeting at that level with what's going on with Kim Jong-un.
Right. And we all know how that meeting went. Nobody knows. I was sitting there. Honestly, Disgrace, I will tell you. I was sitting there. Who's on first? I was sitting there at my gig Monday night, and it was on the screen. I was playing at a sports bar. This is how you know how significant this is. I was playing at a sports bar. They turned the sports off and put the Kim Jong-un. That's his name. Kim Jong-un, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the Donald Trump meeting on all of the televisions, and everybody was just watching. And like, we even stopped playing for like 2 minutes just to see what they were saying, because contrary to probably believe, this is like extremely important.
It really is.
That meeting was, you know, just to see them shake hands, you could kind of exhale a little bit, but then you have that little sneaky suspicion of who's playing who.
Well,
like,
that family has been dangerous for a long time. You know, President Obama, even the Bush, everybody's tried to come across this table. So, and that's the historic point that you're speaking on right now, is that Kim Jong actually shook
his hand. Right.
Yeah, we actually got to meet.
Right, exactly. And I mean, you know, they shake hands and they smile in front of the cameras, but what happens when those cameras are off? Like, who's plotting what on what side? Like, is Trump talking to this person about, okay, I'm going to shake this man's hand, but then behind his back, we're going blah, 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 blah. Who's playing the strategic game of battleship correctly right now?
Good question.
You know what I'm saying?
Good question.
And it's scary to even think like that. Like, we see them shake hands on TV, but then when the camera's off, what's going on?
Right.
Like, what is Kim Jong-un on the other side of the world talking about? Like, is he plotting some things? Because they even said when they destroyed the nuclear testing thing like that, they said they destroyed, you know, some of the buildings, but it was rumored that those really ain't the most important buildings for the manufacturing of those nuclear weapons. So those buildings could still be there.
Yeah. Oh, the power, everything could still be there.
Right.
But that's the scary side of all negotiations in any form, is that you have to just put faith in the person you're negotiating with. Right. And how scary is it that we have to put faith into somebody like Kim Jong-un? But it is, like you said, it is nice to see that there is some attempts being made. We're hoping that the negotiator here is actually putting something in that Kim Jong-un cannot deny.
Right. Absolutely. That's Man, it's troubling times in our world, man. Get yourself and your household together, man.
And to those who
Donald makes a good point. Both have nuclear buttons at their disposal.
And that's very scary. So hoping that Trump is going to fail in these negotiations, that really is kind of like trying to bite your nose to spite your face kind of a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's correct.
Yeah, so and I see it come across my feed all the time. Trump's messing this up. Hey, how about supporting the guy, because technically he's still our leader for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
You may not like him, you may not like all his policies or everything like that, but don't condemn the quarterback. We need to take it all the way. We need to get back into position. I kind of liked our country when people were calling us the world police.
Right.
And we didn't have too much to stress. Yeah. The whole Team America thing, and I think about it, but I kind of miss that strength that we had.
Right.
And, I loved our last president. I was a big supporter of him. Unfortunately, he could not quite get across the room there and make everything happen the way it was supposed to. So hopefully, and I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope that the negotiator, like I said earlier, will be able to get through these issues, and I'm not going to sit here and hope for the worst.
Right, exactly. And honestly, what does that mean for if Trump was to not get reelected? What does that mean for the next administration?
That's scary too.
You're kind of leaving this next administration, if we don't reelect Trump, in a very difficult situation, right? Because you sit here and you make these deals and these agreements in your administration, and then another administration comes in that might not agree with what you're doing. That's going to cause a lot more. Yeah, Donald saying now we're the laughing stock. Which,
yeah, we did get to that point. Donald, you're right on point. A lot of people have been looking at Americans. I mean, you see it in the news. America's the biggest joke right now in the media, and it's a very sad thing. And
right,
and it's us turning against us. When we have friends, family members, everybody, and they're using politics to divide families and whatnot. Realistically, we all need to be working together for the greater good. If we, the people, are leading by example, our leaders will follow us. That's the big thing. But all you see right now is people standing up and, condemning one and condemning the other. For us, it's difficult to even find good news to report to you guys. Because
you're right about that.
So... you'll hear me say it a million times. Lead by example, and everyone else will follow.
That's right. So it's 53 after the top of the hour. We're going to take one more quick break, pay a little bit of bills, man. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes to shut this thing down for the week. This Grace on my left, man. Take us out, man. We'll be right back. It's the Sean Brown Show. It's the Sean Brown Show with JP right here on WQTS Internet Digital Broadcast. I really messed that up, but yo, it's Friday, man. I'm ready to get off. We are wrapping this thing up, man. Appreciate everybody that joined us today, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Every time you guys come on here, man, you show us so much love, and we thank you guys so much. We closing this thing out, man. Once again, you can catch us on Facebook Live, YouTube, speakingthemike.com, WQTS Digital Broadcast, the TuneIn app, man. Go to the TuneIn app right now as we speak. Go to the TuneIn app if you're not listening. Download the app. It is free to get us on the TuneIn app. Just look up WQTS Digital Broadcast, and you got us Monday through Friday, 12 to 1, man. We be in the building. We be in here.
Now, I might be a little biased, but I think this is the best free show you can watch.
Man, bruh. I ain't arguing with you. But anyway, JP in the building, man. Disgrace to my left, man. Sitting in for Sean Brown right now, man. We as we go, man, we want to send prayers up for my boy. He's a little under the weather right now. Had to take a little trip to the hospital, but he is fine. Just to let you guys know, he's just resting comfortably right now. So we hope Monday he'll be back at 100%, man, so we can bring you guys quality radio broadcasting.
And hopefully he won't kill us for the show today.
Man, whatever. I'll kick him in the bad knees he got.
What you got going on this weekend, JB?
Man, busy weekend, man. Friday, it's not me and Mad Max tonight, honestly. For all of you hip-hop and trap fans, YFN Lucci is in Savannah tonight, so he will be at Elon. It's almost sold out. If you want to get your tickets, go to elonsavannah.com. YFN Lucci is probably one of the hottest hip-hop trap music artists right now in the game, so he's going to be in the building, man. I'm going to be there for a little bit. I don't do the trap thing that much, but
yeah. I might have to come join you, though. I got to check this out.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be packed. Let's just say the hood is going to be out tonight. So
what does that mean, JP?
I might just take my talents to Saturday night with GTS is going to be here. Is it GTS? Yes, GTS. Yes, GTS is going to be Saturday night at Elon. Me and Mad Max are opening for those guys, man. So, yeah, that's going to be a show. Like I said, get all your tickets at elonsavannah.com while you can.
Oh, yeah, pre-order is the way to go, too.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to wait in that line. Yeah. You know, you just bring your tickets to the front. Hey, I got this. Yeah.
You pre-order, you get all bougie, just walk by everybody.
Best bartenders in Savannah, man. If you want to come, man, enjoy good music, get your drink on, man. It's a party Friday and Saturday at Elon, man. And, yeah, it's Father's Day Sunday, man. Father's Day weekend.
Yeah. Big plans for you?
I don't know yet, man. I don't know whether I'm going to – Father's Day for me is bittersweet. I have 3 wonderful children that I appreciate so much. Keisha, Michael, Jeremy. I love you guys very much. But then on the other hand, it'll be my second Father's Day without my dad. And this is, you know, it's hit and miss. Yeah. You know, I have those moments where I'm like, it's Father's Day, I'm a dad, my kids appreciate me, and then you got those other moments where I wish my dad was here. You know, it happens, but, you know, either way, we're going to make the best of it, man.
There you go.
You know, my dad is much better where he is now than he would have been down here. Mm-hmm. So that's the way I kind of look at it, and I know he looks down on me, and he's proud and appreciative of what his boy is doing. So, but yeah, what's going on with you this weekend, man?
Oh man, I don't have much going on. I'm gonna spend time with the family, just relax and get ready for next week's Bananas games.
Yes, sir. And matter of fact, speaking of Bananas games, they're in action tonight, man. Historic Grayson Stadium, man. Get out there. First pitch is at 7:05 Eastern Standard Time. The pre-show, I think, is still going on with Pill Team 6. That's if Sean can get it together. But either way, if they're not doing the pregame, Disgrace is going to be in the plaza giving you jams.
Actually, I think I'm stepping to the side for the Savannah Bananas band tonight. They're
really
showing up. Yeah. So, those guys are so much fun to listen to, man. They always put on a great show. They put on a show with us at the last game that I played at. Oh, man, they were a blast. So.
Man, absolutely. So you're going to get music either way.
Yes, sir. But we will.
If anything, if you've never been to a Bananas game, man, it's great entertainment. Baseball is back in the city of Savannah, man, and we're proud of it. Sean Brown will be in the booth if he's feeling good. So if you can't be physically at the game, you can tune in to the game. I don't even know that address. I think it's I don't know what it is. You can tune into it. We'll post it to the page later because I don't know what it is right off the top of my head. But we'll post it to the Facebook page later. Go to Facebook. Matter of fact, yeah, that's a good segue. Go to Facebook, like the page right now. The Sean Brown Show with JP. Like the page right now so you can tune in to us Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. We're
Tell
way
your
over
friends.
time.
We
We're
are.
trying to get out of here, man. Oh, thank you. That's our music right there. That means it's time to go. Everybody that's watching, go back to work. You're late by 2 minutes. I know you love us, but go back to work. Get your check, cash it. Let me hold $5. We'll see y'all on Monday. JP, it's great. Sean in his absence, man. We out. We'll see y'all on Monday, man. Peace, love, and chicken grease.
You are rocking with the Sean Brown Show with JP.
Goodbye.